Hello, welcome to Storm Chaser, a life story of an unusual man. This is episode 48, Prophetic Prayers, part 3. My name is John. I'm from Anaheim, California. At the end of my last episode, God asked me to take my life story to social media when I didn't really have any experience in it at all. But God promised me that He will show me the way. So let's pick up where we left off. I remember the time frame was around the end of July 2020. The small group leader announced that he would host a 31-day challenge daily devotion. He said that it would start on 1st of August. Every day we would meet on Zoom and Facebook Live simultaneously at 7 a.m. It would go for 31 days consecutively. Great! I thought I would use this opportunity to get back into the routine of waking up earlier instead of just being lazy and sleep in really late. So I joined without knowing what the challenge was exactly about. It turned out that aside from studying God's words together, the host encouraged us to video record takeaway speeches of what we got out of the devotion that morning. And then we were to post it on Facebook as a form of branding in the business world to let people know who we are and what we believe in. Then God gently said to me, John, this is the way I created for you to start learning about social media and practice speaking in front of a camera. After much hesitation and prayers, God gave me the courage to make my first takeaway video, and I posted on Facebook. I then put out another video a couple days later. By the time the program was over, I had put out a total of 6 videos and got a little bit less nervous speaking in front of a camera. During the course of this 31 days morning devotion, God has revealed additional instruction to me. He said for me to launch a personal YouTube channel on September 1st, 2020, right after the 31 days challenge was over. I was not to worry about my awkward appearance. He said that He will use it for His own glory in the future. God said also that I was not to worry about how many people will subscribe or even watch the channel. All I needed to do was to faithfully produce 1 episode per week on a Wednesday. He will guide me on what story to tell and how to tell it. One day, 1 week at a time, until further notice. He gave me the name of this YouTube channel, Storm Chaser, the life story of an unusual man. Looking back at those 6 months from April 3rd, the day I was laid off, to September 1st, 2020, the day I launched Storm Chaser, a series of somewhat extraordinary events had happened in my life. An idea was born in my mind to tell my story with a desire to serve God. A calling from God was initiated but had to go through some sort of argument. A challenge from God was accepted under complete obedience and total submission to the Lord. A new life purpose was formed in my mind, and a new passion that grew from my heart. This YouTube channel, Storm Chaser, God sacredly orchestrated, was successfully launched on September 1st, 2020. Then I realized this fulfilled one of the prophetic prayers that the Lord will give me a new gift. Next, I would like to share with you another story. It's also happened around July 2020. At that time, I was introduced to online dating for the first time in my life. For the first couple of months, it was fun connecting with some of the women. I will spare you the detail of those relationships. All I can tell you is that none of them was even close to working out. What saddened me the most was that I found myself being dropped by a few women, and as soon as they discovered I am a slightly physically challenged person. Don't get me wrong, I don't blame him at all. After a while, I decided to take a break from pursuing any online relationship because they were just not going anywhere. But on August 10th, 2020, I noticed there was a 9 days old unsolicited email message in my inbox. The message reads, "Good morning, new day, new mercy." It was from someone named Motisola, who did not even provide a profile picture, but she was actually the first and only person who initiated the contact with me. The phrase "Good morning, new day, new mercy" intrigued me. You see, oftentimes when I was going through tough times, this Lamentations chapter 3 verses 22 and 23 is always a go-to scripture for me. The English Standard Version says, "The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness." So, with the intrigued mind, I responded to Motisola's message. After a few messages exchanged, I sensed that Motisola is a very spiritually grounded Christian. We both believe that nothing happens by coincidence, but by divine orders. However, she lives almost 3,000 miles away, and we have major cultural differences. Therefore, I was not really interested in getting involved. Also in my mind, I was thinking, well, Motisola would be most likely be like some of those women that I met before who would drop me eventually. I didn't want to waste her time or my time. So I sent her my Storm Chaser link to show her my awkward appearance. I was hoping she would just move on after she watched that video. To my surprise, Mutisla responded back saying something to the effect that she didn't see anything wrong with my appearance because she saw me through God's eyes. Make this long story short, from October 10, 2020 to today, May 26, 2021, I believe we have not missed a day without communicating with each other. Throughout these 7 months, we have seen God's hands leading both of us to know His will, as well as each other more and more each day. Also, by God's divine plan, we started to write a book together to tell our story. Through the process, we both saw God's plan for our lives together. Lord willing, the book will be released soon. Then you can read all about it. If you have been watching the past several Storm Chaser episodes, you would know that I had a lower back surgery over a month ago. I can tell you now that Mutisla is that lovely someone I mentioned, who came from afar to help me before and after my surgery. My recovery would not be as smooth if it was not for her being here with me during such time as this. God is so amazing to have arranged this long ago, before this event ever happened, and I am forever grateful for that. Well, after 42 days here in SoCal, Mutisla returned to her own home today. It was not easy for both of us, but we trust the Lord will bring us back together soon. Our immediate goal is to finish editing the book and get it published. We will also seek God's will to bring our relationship to the next level. Today, as I reflect on those prophetic prayers that were prayed over me in 2018, I realized there were 4 metaphors pertaining part of my life that the Lord has shined the lights on. Number 1 was the deep sea diving. God has brought me out of an unhealthy marriage into a spiritual relationship with Mutisla. Number 2 was the new gift God was going to give me. Well, He has guided me to start the Storm Chaser, and now writing a book to tell the story of my life for the purpose of glorifying Him. Number 3, I am to forget about the past but focus on the future. The past involved much of an unhealthy marriage, personal agenda of career and material prosperity. Now I'm focused on simple living and God's assignment for me. Number 4 was the transitioning to a different season, a new season. Yes, definitely this is a different and new season for me. God has changed my life and let me see it from His point of view. With that, this 3-part series of prophetic prayers is concluded. Also, this episode 48 has brought my life story up to the most current state. In these past 48 episodes, I have shared with you my childhood, my life in Hong Kong growing up, my additional sibling, my life in America being a Christian, my family, and my newfound purpose in life. The Storm Chaser channel has been an amazing journey for me so far. It is my prayer that this channel has touched and will continue to touch lives in accordance with God's perfect plan. I will continue to seek God's will for this channel and any future story of my life. I'm sure there will be more. Until then, I will not produce new episodes every Wednesday anymore, like I have been doing for the past 6 or 9 months. So, right now, I would very much appreciate it if you can give me comment in how you like this channel. Give me suggestion in what you would like to see or hear in this future episode. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell icon so you won't miss any future episode. Lord willing, there will be more. If you like the content of my stories, please share them and be a part of God's plan for this channel. Well, my time is up. I thank you for watching. Be blessed. Until next episode, Storm Chaser out.